Birmingham, let's go back to basics. There are 3 minimum requirements for any good investor. Invest in a city or part of the city which 1. Has an undersupply of property and on over-demand, forcing the property prices and rents up, so long as people can afford them to. As a result, for our second point, we need to consider both affordability and the increase in prosperity in that region. And finally, 4.3. We need areas where mortgage providers are willing to lend at good rates. So how does Birmingham perform? Birmingham is currently experiencing a chronic undersupply of housing, with demand outstripping supply in both the rental and sales markets. This has been attributed to a combination of factors, including population growth, increased employment opportunities, and limited availability of land for development. According to a report by the West Midlands Combined Authority, the population of the West Midlands is projected to increase by over 300,000 people by 2039, with the majority of this growth occurring in Birmingham. This growth, combined with limited availability of land for development within the city, has led to an increase in demand for housing that is outstripping the rate of supply. As a result, property prices and rents in Birmingham have been rising steadily over the past few years. According to the latest data from Zoopla, the average property price in Birmingham has increased by 6.7% over the past year, and by 16.2% over the past 5 years. Rental prices have also been increasing, with the average rent in Birmingham increasing by 2.8% over the past year, and by 7.6% over the past 5 years. This undersupply of housing is expected to continue in the coming years, with Birmingham City Council estimating that the city will need to build around 51,000 new homes by 2031 to meet demand. However, with limited availability of land for development within the city, meeting this target may prove challenging. The chronic undersupply of housing in Birmingham is forcing up property prices and rents, making it increasingly difficult for many people to access affordable housing within the city. This undersupply presents a strong opportunity for property investors, as demand for good quality rental properties is likely to remain high. We are seeing almost 100% occupancy through our management company Redstone, and the average property only spends 10 days on the market before it's tenanted again. To put this into perspective, imagine 4 years of rental approximately 200 weeks. With 99% occupancy, you would only ever have 2 weeks vacant. This is why investing in hugely popular undersupplied areas is what all the biggest and most successful property investors stick to. And finally, from a mortgage perspective, banks love Birmingham and give some superb mortgage options here. In addition to the fundamental factors that we previously discussed, we also consider the following aspects hugely important for cities that have the potential for maximum future growth.
The first for massive growth is number 1. Attraction of new businesses to the area.
Massive growth factor number 2. New transportation links. And massive growth factor 3. Government investments, also known as fiscal policy. Now, let's evaluate how Birmingham performs in these areas. Business movement. Birmingham has been attracting a growing number of businesses in recent years, with several high-profile companies choosing to move to the city. Here are some examples. HSBC. HSBC moved its UK headquarters to Birmingham in 2018, bringing over 1,000 staff to the city. The average salary for HSBC employees in Birmingham is around £50,000. Pork, one of the world's largest professional services firms, opened a new office in Birmingham in 2016, which has since grown to employ over 1,200 people. The average salary for pork employees in Birmingham is around £45,000. HM Revenue and Customs HMRC. HMRC announced plans to move its regional hub to Birmingham in 2015, which is expected to bring around 3,500 jobs to the city. And finally, Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank announced plans to move its staff from London to Birmingham and is expected to bring around 200 jobs to the city. These are just a small handful of businesses relocating to the city, known as the City of 1,000 Trades. New transport links. The HS2 is undoubtedly a major attraction for investors in Birmingham, as it represents the most ambitious and expensive investment in Europe, with a staggering price tag of £110 billion for the UK government. The approval for this investment was contingent on Birmingham demonstrating the ability to generate enough gross domestic product to cover the project's cost, which can only be accomplished by creating new businesses, jobs, and higher-paying positions to fuel economic growth. As a result, an increase in population with greater disposable income would result in higher demand for properties, leading to higher rental and property prices. It's not only the HS2 to get excited about, though. In recent years, Birmingham has seen a significant improvement in its transport infrastructure, with several new links connecting the city and its surrounding areas. These new transport links are expected to have a positive impact on the property market, making the city more accessible and attractive to investors and buyers. One of the new transport links is known as Sprint. Sprint is a new bus rapid transit system that is currently under construction in Birmingham. The system will link the city centre with Solihull, Birmingham Airport, and the new HS2 interchange station. The second transport link we should look at are trams. Birmingham has an extensive tram network that serves several areas of the city, including the city centre, Wolverhampton, and West Bromwich. The network is set to expand with the construction of the Birmingham East Side extension, which will connect the city centre with Digbooth, Highgate, and the new HS2 station. And the final major transport link is buses. Birmingham has an extensive bus network, with several major environmentally friendly electric bus routes running throughout the city. According to a study by the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, RICS, properties located near a new transport link such as a tram or train station can experience an average increase in value of between 5% and 10%. The study looked at the impact of new transport links on property values in several European cities including Paris, Barcelona, and Amsterdam. In Paris, for example, properties located within 500 meters of a new tram line saw an average increase in value of 10%. Similarly, a study by the University of Cambridge found that properties located within 500 meters of new tram or train stations in the UK saw an average increase in value of between 5% and 8%. And the final point we have to look at for massive growth is regeneration/government investment. Birmingham is a vibrant city with a number of areas undergoing regeneration and receiving significant investment. Some of the most notable areas of regeneration in Birmingham include Birmingham City Centre. The city centre is currently undergoing a major regeneration project, with a focus on commercial and residential property development. The redevelopment of Paradise Circus and the construction of the HS2 Curzon Street Station are two key projects driving regeneration in this area. Number 2. Digbooth. Digbooth is an up-and-coming area of Birmingham that has been undergoing significant regeneration in recent years. The area is known for its vibrant arts and cultural scene, and there are a number of new developments, including the Custard Factory, that are driving investment in the area. Number 3. East Side. East Side is another area of Birmingham that is undergoing significant regeneration. The area is home to Birmingham City University and the HS2 Curzon Street Station. And there are a number of new developments, including the mixed-use scheme, Arena Central, that are driving investment in the area. And number 4. Smithfield. Smithfield is a historic market area in Birmingham that is undergoing a major regeneration project. The area is being transformed into a new retail, leisure, and residential destination, with a new indoor market and a new public square as key features of the project. In conclusion, Birmingham has established itself as a thriving city and a great investment opportunity for those looking for strong rental yields and capital growth. There is no other city in Europe with the same level of investment happening. The city ticks every single box that an investor looks for investment. With new transport links, government investments, and a growing business sector, the city is set to continue its upward trajectory. And now you know a little about the investment benefits of the city. Here are some other facts you may not know. Number 1. Birmingham has more canals than Venice, with a network of 35 miles of waterways. Fact number 2. It is home to the world's oldest working steam engine, which can be found at the think tank Science Museum. Fact number 3. The first ever hole-in-the-heart operation was performed in Birmingham's Children's Hospital in 1950. Fact number 4. The city has more parks than any other European city. Fact number 5. Birmingham has produced more Olympic gold medals than any other UK city outside of London. Tasty fact number 6. It is the birthplace of Cadbury chocolate. Fact 7 for the Netflix fans. The famous Peaky Blinders gang was based in Birmingham in the early 1900s. Fact number 8. Birmingham was the first city in the UK to get gas lighting, back in 1802. And fact number 9. It has the largest public library in Europe. And our final fact, number 10. Birmingham's St. Philip's Cathedral is the third smallest cathedral in England, after Derby and Rochester.